It continues to trade in tight consolidation range between 10 cents and 12.5 cents. Vechain bulls and bears continue to battle against the final support zone at 11 cents before the bottom falls out and the price tests at 10 cents. So to me, 11 cents down to 10 cents is not the bottom falling out. What is up, guys? Norris Digital Assets coming at you with another video. The market is cooling off a little bit right now. No big deal. We're not too worried. I haven't seen Cardano this low in a while. $2.22 down 5.69% in the last 24 hours. Everything's just kind of red right now. Solana, 12% move down. Wow, okay. So anyways, guys, this video is going to be on Vechain. We're going to take a look at some Vechain news, and we are going to take a look at the Vechain chart and see what we can see. Click subscribe down here in the corner. You can see my logo down here in the bottom right corner. Click my logo and then click subscribe. I'm going to be picking 25 random people that are going to be rewarded as this channel gets bigger and bigger. Later, they will be rewarded. So subscribe below or click my logo and subscribe that way. Anyways, guys, let's jump into the Vechain chart. Let's look at Vechain here. So Vechain on the daily. First thing I'm noticing when I look at this daily chart, down here the stock RSI. It looks like, so we're below the 20 here. We're in an oversold condition on the daily since September 9th, yet it is September 19th. So we've been in this oversold range in the stock RSI for about 9 days in a row. I mean, typically, like, look here, you've got, you know, you come down below at July 11th, and then you're back above on July 20th, so about 9 days. Here's a little smaller. Here looks to be about the same, 9-10 days, around May 12th to May 23rd, 24th-ish. So we've been down here for about 9 days now. The market hasn't been doing a whole lot of anything. It's dropping kind of right now, and it's just kind of been otherwise consolidation and not really doing anything. It's gotten kind of a little bit stale lately, but we are definitely hoping that starting tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday this week, we will start to see something. I've been saying in these videos and a lot of my videos talking about the full moon. To be honest, I'm not really trying to go off of feelings and emotion on this channel. I'm trying to go off of charts and what we're actually seeing as far as volume, if I pull out my volume indicator and whatnot. But, you know, we've seen when you pull out the moon phases indicator and you see what happens when we get that. After, you know, we've been kind of sitting sideways and not having any price action up, and then we get that full moon, it's just something sets it off when that full moon starts. So let's see. I mean, we got that, but this is what we're hoping here. We are hoping that this here is a sign of a trend reversal in the opposite direction. I mean, you can't sit down here forever. You can't sit down here too much longer. You shouldn't. And if we don't get any price action during this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, isn't the start of some price action. Getting later in September, closer to October, which is the start of quarter 4, a full moon coming. The full moon is tomorrow. All these things lining up. Enough consolidation over the last, few days, enough consolidation. We are hoping to see a reverse. And that's typically what this is anyways after this 9 or 10 days down here. I mean, we're in oversold conditions. I don't believe we stay there too much longer. So, on the daily here, and what we are hoping actually though with that, what I was just speaking on, if we do get that price action because of this and everything else going on in the market, a couple green candles and we can avert this altogether. Because on the daily, you don't want a pronounced 20 EMA crossing the 55 EMA and going under it like that there. You don't want the green line coming under the red and doing a bearish cross on the daily. You can zoom out to the weekly, but you don't want that. That is a major sign on this channel that we're going to be trying to avoid at the end of this bull run. That's exactly what you don't want. that's a sign of bad things to come. Although we are looking at the start of this bull run coming. I don't see every chartist and all the biggest channels out there and a lot of these crypto experts, I don't see all of them being wrong right now. I don't see it. So I would be very surprised. I'll admit if I'm wrong, but I would be very surprised if this week we don't see some price action. We avoid this bullish cross altogether. The 20 EMA can bounce off the 55 and start heading back up. And then you're going to have the 55 that I just drew here under the 20, nice and healthy. And we'll start to see some price movement. See what's going on the 4 hourly. So on the 4 hourly, let's reset chart. Let us remove drawings. So yeah, you had that flash crash. So you're still under, on Vechain, you're still under a death cross on the 4 hourly, which is a sign of another correction coming. We've been correcting, we're up, down, we're stuck in this channel here. And we're actually kind of, we're kind of falling. I mean, you got this wick, but if you're just talking like candle bodies, especially if you're just talking candle bodies, I mean, you're falling out of this channel right now. And when you do that, when you lose support, if you are to lose support on the 4 hourly, I mean, you can fall. We're going to really have to zoom out to actually see where we could fall. So you're here. So where you could fall is something like this. When you lose support on the 4 hourly, you're going to fall to a previous swing high. So let me put in a horizontal line here. Okay, so 9.2 cents. You know, if you don't find support sometime soon here, this wick found support at some point. This wick did too. But if you don't find support and we get a little change, we get a change in the direction of price action, because right now you can see this green 20 EMA sloping down and starting to right here, you can see the 20 EMA is starting to get some little bit of separation from the 55, and we're really diving down. I'm not really too concerned. Personally, I'm not really too concerned on Vechain right now. If you do happen to fall to this 9.2 cents, you can dollar cost average in at that 9.2 cents. I don't know that we will. You could be conservative and pick it up at 9.5 cents, a little bit above that, because a lot of the time when you lose support and you're falling, you don't hit it exactly, you come real close, and then you bounce back up. And that can happen within like 2 or 3 hours. So you have to be on top of these things. Like, you can't, if you're trying to accumulate or dollar cost average into these projects, you can't just be on like autopilot. Like, you need to be watching these things, you know, during the day and be watching to see what they're going to do and look for that price point to accumulate. I would think we'd bounce off. I would think that was the worst correction, 9.2, and come back up. I mean, maybe a crazy wick. Right now, the market is, down a little bit. Bitcoin down 2%, Ethereum down 3.3% in the last, day. But I expect a trend reversal here pretty dang soon, guys. Pretty dang soon. So let's erase some of that. So next, let's take a look at Vechain in the news. First of all, Vechain Foundation on Twitter. Follow them on Twitter. 430.6 thousand followers. Actually, a lot more followers than Algorand, that's for sure. Vechain does have a big support base. People love Vechain. Vechain's utility is supposed to be, it's supposed to be the real deal. So in the news here, we got 2 days ago, we got Vechain bulls nervous about a 13% drop ahead of vet price. No, we're not. We're not nervous. No, we're not. Let's take a look. Vechain price remains inside the volatile cloud. Bulls are attempting to hold 11 cents as support. Next support at 10 cents. You also got that 9.2 cents I was just showing you. I don't see it going much lower than that. It continues to trade in tight consolidation range between 10 cents and 12.5 cents. Vechain bulls and bears continue to battle against the final support zone at 11 cents before the bottom falls out and the price tests at 10 cents. So to me, 11 cents down to 10 cents is not the bottom falling out. So this article is just it's kind of just an article you got to take with a grain of salt. There's so many different ways to sit here and dissect all this information, but Vechain is still good at crypto, is still a good crypto worth buying at this low price. I liked this article. Where did I see? Here we go. Analysts believe Vechain is extremely undervalued with better uptime than Bitcoin. Vechain price correlation with Bitcoin is 78%, but could decouple once industry application strengthens. That's very true in the long term with Vechain's utility. I mean, Vechain and Bitcoin are like polar opposites in like their utility and what they're going to be capable of. Like they aren't even in the same class. So Vechain is its own thing completely. Vechain Thor mainnet hits a new milestone, processes 10 million blocks without downtime. Vechain Thor powers decentralized applications on its independent blockchain network. In 2018, Vechain was rebranded as Vechain Thor, and the platform developed beyond supply chain management to power smart contracts like Ethereum. So Vechain, if you didn't know, is completely revolves around supply chain management. I mean, that's what it is. That's the point of Vechain. The company behind the development of Vechain smart contract platform has announced partnerships with BMW, PwC Asia, and Chinese consulting firm NRCC. So there's a lot going on with Vechain already. There's going to be a lot more going on with Vechain, and one of these days Vechain's going to get attention again when we start to get that volume. We were just recently at 15 cents. I do expect a change in the market as a whole soon, very soon here. And remember, the market a lot of the time moves in unison. So when the market starts heating up a little bit here soon, and Vechain starts moving up, I think Vechain is extremely undervalued. I've showed you in my price predictions of Vechain going towards 89 cents, possibly towards $1.50 in this next year. I mean, I can pull out the fibs on that right now. We can take a look at it. What I was seeing the other day, and just looking at the fib here, and longer term with Vechain, I mean, we fully expect in this bull run, we fully expect to go to the 1618 at 80 cents. And that's not even, that's a huge gain from where we're at now. But that's not our final resting place. Up here at the 2272, if Vechain just goes crazy, $2.43. Possible, real possible. If this is a big bull run, hey, that can happen. Just have to wait and see. But those are my thoughts on Vechain, guys. Let me know what you think about Vechain. Everybody's got their own opinion on Vechain, what's going to happen. But that's my simple take on Vechain today. That's what I'm seeing. Not worried at all on the price. 10.5 cents, 12 cents, 12.5, 9.2 cents. Okay, big deal. We're waiting for the bull run, and I'm hoping in a change in momentum in the market here pretty soon to the upside. So let's stay watching, let's stay patient, let's keep our emotions at bay, and see what happens. So that's it for this video, guys, and we will see ya in the next one. See ya.